Time, the present. Place, the paddock at Long Shot Racetrack. Two men are on stage. Their names are Joe and Charlie. They are standing next to a fence that encloses the paddock.
Did you see that number 2 horse? What the hell was the jockey thinking? He had to race 1. Then here comes the number 6 horse. More money down the drain.
I guess you bet the number 2 horse.
Of course I did. The horse won his last 4 races.
You know that doesn't mean much.
If it's so meaningless, then why they print it in the program? What's the point of him buying the program at all?
I don't know. I stopped wasting my money on programs years ago.
But how do you know who to bet on?
You don't. That's why it's called gambling.
Hey, there's no need to talk out of me. I'm not stupid.
But you're drunk, and drinking and betting don't mix.
Like hell it doesn't. I can't even think straight about a couple of shots.
The track must love you.
No, it don't. It just keeps taking my money.
Like I said, the track must love you. They want you to drink. Don't you get it?
I come here to have a good time, don't you?
Me too. Except I come here not to drink, but to win.
Nothing wrong with that.
That's easier said than done. You see, I used to be you. Well, not literally you, but a guy like you. I went to the track with my buddies, got pan-faced drunk, threw away a ton of money, got rowdy, even got into a couple of scuffles, and thought I was having the time of my life. Then the next morning, I'd noticed that my wallet was empty, and I'd ask myself, what the hell did I do? I'd get so upset, I'd start drinking again, and then it was back to the track. That went on for about 5 years. Good thing I'm retired. If I was still working, forget it, they would have fired me.
Hey Joe, baby. Good seeing you again. How you doing today?
Not good. Thought I had a winner last race. That damn 2 horse should have won.
But the 5 horse, the damn nag barely finished the race.
Cell phone names.
Yeah? I know. How was I to know that the horse would finish last? Okay, stop your yelling. I know I told you to bet the horse. Okay. $10 on number 8 next race. Got it. Goodbye.
Nate closes the cell phone.
That was my pa, Waldo. He couldn't make it to the track after appearing in court, something about child support. So I'm placing bets for him.
I never place bets for anyone.
Well, as to you.
Hey, cool down. Let me introduce you to my buddy. Hey, pal, what's your name?
Charlie.
This is Charlie. Charlie Nate.
I didn't know he was your friend. Okay, Charlie, nice meeting you.
I didn't mean anything by what I said before.
No problem, I'm just feeling a little touchy right now. I think I need a smoke. Anyone can you me? I know a nice spot where you won't be caught,
Caught doing what?
you know, smoking.
I get your drift. Thanks, but I think I'll pass on that.
Me too. By the way, Charlie, how did you do last race?
I won.
The horse was 6-1. It hadn't won its last 5 races. Why do you bet that horse?
Maybe you had some inside info?
I wish, but no cigar.
You work for the track?
I'm just one of the bettors, just like you guys.
Okay, smart guy, so what's the secret?
No secret. In fact, why I bet the 6 horse is found right in the program.
And you told me the program was a waste.
The way you use it, yes. Because you're looking at all the wrong stuff.
So what do you look at?
I'll tell you. Let's go to race 4. That was the last race. Now go to the column that lists the names of the trainers.
Okay, done.
What's the name noted next to the 2 horse?
Lisa Ann Shekofsky.
That's right, Lisa Ann Shekofsky.
No.
That's it. I bet horses trained by Lisa Ann Shekofsky.
Who cares about who trains these horses?
I do. In the last 4 meets, our horses have won 9 times, and I've collected every time.
I never heard of her. Who is she?
She's the greatest horse racing trainer in the United States today, and also the most courageous, too.
I never heard of her either. Lisa Ann Shekofsky.
That's right, Lisa Ann Shekofsky. Remember that name.
End of scene 1.
Scene 2. Time, 5 years ago. Place, corral at a farm. Inside the corral is a horse. A teenage boy and a teenage girl are standing next to a fence. The boy's name is Calvin, the girl is Lisa Ann Shekofsky.
School's finally over.
Yeah, how'd you do?
I passed all my courses, barely.
You can do better.
Oh, who cares about school? I just want to finish and go to work at my uncle's shop. He's offered me a job after I graduate.
Is that all you want?
Is that all I want?
Yeah, I mean, all you want is to be a grease monkey for your uncle.
I love working on cars, you know that.
I know that, but what about going to college?
No way, I can barely get through high school.
That's because you don't study.
Study for what? So I can become a poet or a writer? I want to make money, fast.
Writers make money. Who do you think writes the lines for the actors in the movies?
I know who writes them.
Maybe you could be one of those writers.
Come on, I can't write.
Oh, yes, you can. I have your letters.
You didn't throw them away?
No, I kept them all.
All of them? What a surprise.
I liked what you wrote.
I was just scribbling. It gave me something to do when I wasn't doing chores at Gramps.
You know that I missed you.
I was only gone for 6 months.
I know, I'm glad you came back.
We had to. Dad lost a job at the factory and Gramps' farm went under, so we came back. Now Gramps is staying with us. We're living off my father's savings, but he can't find another job. That's why I want to get a job. We need the money.
Well, have a good time tonight.
I want you to join us.
No, I can't. I have to take care of Big Blue.
But that can wait.
No, it can't. I have to feed him, brush him down, make sure his shoes are fastened tight for the race.
Get your kid brother to do that. Come on, let's go out and have some fun.
I want to, I really do, but I can't go. I want to win that race.
But you're just racing against other farm horses. What's the big deal?
That's your problem. You don't understand.
Understand what? A horse is a horse. If you like racing horses, fine. But what do you get out of it? How much money can you make?
To you, it's just about money. You wrote such beautiful things. I thought you would understand.
I'm trying to understand. Like I said, a horse is a horse. You can ride them, race them, do whatever you want with them. I have nothing against horses. In fact, I like horses. I like riding them just like you. But that's it. Big Lou can wait a while. Big Lou can wait while you and I go out with the gang.
No, I have to prepare Big Lou for the race.
Lisa, why are you being so difficult?
I'm not being difficult. Why don't you stay here instead and help me with Big Lou?
What about the gang?
Who cares about the gang? I only care about you.
What can I tell them?
Tell them anything you want.
Silence. Motionless. Calvin and Lisa Ann stare at each other.
Maybe I won't be going.
Maybe you should.
Lisa Ann walks away.
Lisa!
Please leave.
Calvin exits.
Oh, men are so stupid. That's why I love you, Big Lou. Tomorrow we're going to win that race. And after that, you're going to get a special treat. This.
Lisa opens a box and takes out a carrot.
Now let me groom you down. We have to prepare for tomorrow.
End of scene 2.
Scene 3, time, 4 years later. Place, the stall inside the stable at Northern Range Agricultural College. Inside the stall is Lisa Ann. She is brushing a horse.
Such a good boy.
A man enters. His name is Ralph Hagenforth. He is professor of veterinary medicine.
Ah, Lisa Ann. How are things?
Oh, just fine, Professor.
Good. Good. I thought I'd find you here.
Oh, were you looking for me?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was. I read your term paper on the psychology of horses and found it quite original.
Thank you, Professor.
I was intrigued by your thoughts of the inner working of a horse's brain.
I'm glad you found my paper interesting.
I found it more than just interesting. Lots of papers are interesting. Yours was unique.
Well, Professor.
Call me Ralph.
Well, Ralph. I've been around horses all my life. I grew up on a farm where we kept horses, which gave me the opportunity to observe their behavior.
I see. Well, I wanted to share with you my impressions, and now that I did, what are you up to now?
Oh, I'm just brushing down Big Guy.
Big Guy, a wonderful horse. Did you know that he used to be a racehorse?
No, I didn't. Though that doesn't surprise me.
How does it not surprise you?
Well, he has the look of a competitor in his eyes.
He does.
Yes, he does.
Where?
I'll show you. It's something I just know intuitively.
Lisa, you are a very special person. I've been teaching for over 20 years, and you're the first student of mine to say such a thing.
Thank you, but I didn't say that to impress you.
Oh, please don't take what I said the wrong way.
What are you talking about, Ralph?
Just forget it. I just wanted to pay you a compliment.
Thank you.
So what are you up to now?
I'm just brushing down Big Guy.
Yes, he is a charming creature.
I agree. How come you didn't tell the class that he was once a racehorse?
They didn't think it mattered. A horse is a horse, as the saying goes.
I've heard that saying before, but to me, a horse is not just a horse. They are something more.
Yes, perhaps they are. Now you've gotten me to start thinking about this entire subject in a whole new way. Thank you.
You're welcome, Professor.
Ralph.
Excuse me, Ralph.
Here I am, a full professor, yet with you I feel like I'm a student. Odd, your age belies your wisdom.
Thank you, Ralph. Oh, have you graded my paper?
Not yet, but you don't need to worry about that.
I'm not worried. It's just that I want to graduate on time.
Oh, you're graduating?
Yes, I'm a senior.
Maybe we should go somewhere and celebrate.
That's not necessary.
I insist.
That's quite all right, Professor.
It's Ralph, and I do insist.
Ralph grabs Lisa Ann and tries to kiss her.
Professor! Ralph, stop!
Ralph continues grabbing at Lisa Ann. Lisa Ann kicks Ralph in the groin. Ralph collapses in pain.
You bitch!
It serves you right. I told you to stop, but you didn't listen.
I was just trying to be nice.
I thought you had more sense than that, but you don't. All you men are alike, just looking out for yourselves. I guess this means I won't be passing the class?
I meant what I said about the paper. Is it okay if I stand up?
Sure, why not? You learned your lesson.
Ralph stands up.
Well, okay, hope all my parts are still working.
Don't worry, they're still working. It takes more than a kick to de-man a man.
That's easy for you to say. You weren't the one who got kicked. But I guess I asked for it.
You know, Professor,
Ralph.
please stop insisting that I call you Ralph.
Okay, Professor it is.
Okay then, Professor. I'm actually starting to like you. You're like a big old horse, rump looking, but looking the worse for wear, and cuddly.
My wife says the same thing.
You're married? Maybe I should give you another kick.
Yes, I'm married. I also have 2 children. My oldest is about your age.
Oh, my, you are rocking the cradle.
I still would like to take you out to dinner. As friends.
Of course, as friends.
And scene 3.
Scene 4. Time, 1 hour later. Place, a restaurant. Lisa Ann and Ralph are seated at a table. They're having dinner.
So after I got my veterinary degree, I got a position at the veterinary hospital in Cleveland.
Oh, how was that?
It was okay. Mostly pet animals, nothing special.
How long did you work there?
4 years. Then I got another job in Amarillo, Texas.
Amarillo. I heard that's quite a nice town.
It is. That's where I started treating barnyard and grazing animals. That was a challenge.
I'm sure it was.
Dealing with a cow that's in labor is a lot different than treating a dog.
But at least the cow won't bite.
But they kick. Like you.
So now you're comparing me to a cow.
I was just trying to make a joke. I guess it didn't come out too good.
That's okay, we're just talking.
And what about you? What brought you to veterinary school?
Well, I've always loved horses, and I especially like watching them run. They are so graceful.
Yes, they are. So what did that have to do with you getting a veterinary degree?
Well, I want to learn everything I could about horses, and I heard that Northern Range had the best program in the country for the study of horses, so I applied and was accepted.
That's very good. Like I said earlier, you are an exceptional student.
A man and a woman enter. They are Professor Steve Watkins and his wife Marilyn.
Ralph, we didn't know you were here. Glad to see you.
Oh, hi, Steve. Nice seeing you again, Marilyn.
I hope we're not interrupting anything.
No, you're not. This young lady here happens to be one of my students. I'd like to introduce you to Steve and Marilyn Watkins. They're my next-door neighbors.
Nice meeting you. I'm Lisa Ann Shekofsky. Would you care to join us? We have room at the table.
No, not really. We don't want to impose.
At this point, you won't be imposing.
Well then, yes, we'll join you. Thank you.
Steve and Marilyn sit down at the table.
My, that looks good. What are you having?
A tossed salad.
And you, Ralph?
Sirloin steak, medium rare.
So, Lisa Ann, what are you majoring?
Veterinary studies with a major in horses.
Oh, is that so? It just so happens that we have a friend who owns a 2-year-old horse.
That's nice.
They bought the horse from a breeder, and now they really don't know what to do with it.
Maybe they can race it. Is it a filly or a colt?
I don't know. Steve, do you know?
I think it's a cult, but to tell you the truth, I never bothered to look.
Lisa Ann is very good with horses.
Oh, is that so? Maybe you can go by there sometime and take a look at the horse?
Oh, I'd be happy to.
Later on, I'll call my friend and make sure that it's okay with her and her husband, and then I'll call you.
Fine, let me give you my number.
Marilyn takes out a pen.
417-645-4762.
Got it. I'll call her later and tell you what she says.
I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Oh, before I forget, I want to apply for a trainer's license. If I need your help, could I call on you?
Absolutely, my dear. Anything I can do to help. In fact, the school routinely helps students obtain the credentials they need to start their careers. And besides, I have a friend on the gaming commission.
Thank you, Ralph. I hope your wife appreciates how wonderful a person you are.
Now I do too.
I know I do.
After all, Ralph and I are buddies, isn't that right?
Yes, it is.
And buddies always cover for other buddies, even when we're out in the town and the wives are at home.
Oh, stop it, Steve. He's just teasing you.
Professor and I are just friends.
Yes, just friends.
And I hope we keep it that way.
Me too.
And me three, here comes the waiter, let's eat.
End of scene 4.
Time, 1 month later. Place, a corral at the Shekofsky Ranch. Lisa Ann is having a discussion with a man and a woman. They are Howard and Ellen Shekofsky.
Thanks for coming out to look at Supercharger.
Oh, the pleasure was all mine.
He seems to have taken to you without his skittish.
Sometimes you just have to know how to handle the horse.
We're still trying to figure that one out.
How long have you had him?
Almost a year and a half. We bought him when he was still small. The breeder said he'd make a great investment.
So we bought him and now he's got big. Then Marilyn called and told us about you and now here we are.
Oh, I'm glad she called.
So what do you think of him?
I think you have quite a horse.
So,
He has real potential to be a winner.
so you think you could train him?
Yes, but before we continue, let me be honest with you. I've trained lots of horses, but never any thoroughbreds.
So you have no experience as a trainer.
And no formal experience. However, I have lots of experience working with horses. And I've spent most of my life around horses. I grew up on a farm, and it had many horses, and I worked conditioning horses at the school.
Thank you for letting us know now.
Maybe I should have told you this before coming out here.
No, that's okay. We're glad that you're here.
Okay, so what do you want me to do? Do you want me to train him?
So what do you think of him?
I say yes.
That's good enough for me. So we're unanimous.
Oh, thank you. This is very exciting.
And for us too.
Oh, yes, it is. I brought some paperwork. It's in my car.
Good. Let's go into the house. We're off to the races.
Scene 6. Time 4 months later. Place, Daily Double Bar at Long Shot Racetrack. Lisa Ann, Ellen, and Howard are watching a television screen.
When's post time?
In 3 minutes.
How's Supercharger doing?
He couldn't be any better. He's eager to run. I can tell. I can feel it.
Wow, this is exciting, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Supercharger looked great at morning workouts. You really did a great job.
Well, we'll find out how good he is soon enough.
At least we got a good jockey.
Eduardo Gonzalez is the best around.
Only the best for our horse.
The horses are now approaching the starting gate.
Look, there's Supercharger.
Went right into the gate like he was meant to be there.
Okay, all the horses are set. They're off!
Come on, boy! You can do it!
Go, Supercharger, go!
How long is this race?
6 furlongs.
Supercharger is trailing.
That's not good.
Don't worry about it. He's saving himself for the stretch.
Well, I hope he makes a move soon. Come on, boy! Move!
They're coming down the stretch.
Here comes Supercharger. Look at him go.
He's coming on fast. Come on, baby doll, you can do it.
All are watching the screen.
He won!
Oh my, our baby won! I can't believe it. Our very first race and we're winners. Lisa Ann, you did it. How can we thank you?
Watching your reactions is thanks enough.
We're gonna be celebrating on the town tonight. Wow, it sure feels good to be a winner.
Let's go upstairs to the winner's circle.
Absolutely. After all, that's where we belong.
That's right, because we're winners!
All three hug each other and exit, laughing. End of scene 6. Scene 7, time. Same as scene 6. Place, Saddle Horse Lounge at Long Shot Racetrack. 3 men just finished watching the same race. They are Ed Freaky Malloy, Frank Ponzo Libretti, and Murray the Collector Levitsky. They're trainers.
That damn jockey. I told him to keep the horse back until he reached the half-mile post, but no, he breaks fast from the starting gate.
You have no cause to complain. Your horse cut off my horse. You deserve to lose.
Why, you have some nerve. If I wasn't a gentleman, I'd sock you right in the mouth.
Can't crap. You guys make me sick. Squabbling like a couple of old ladies. My horse lost too. You don't hear me complaining.
Well, that's because you can afford to lose. I can't. I need the money. You know how it is.
I
Expenses.
do know how it is. That's why there's no use complaining. When we became trainers, we knew the risk involved.
I don't need you or anyone else lecturing me about horse racing, okay? All I want is the races to be run fair and square, and may the best horse win.
I want that too.
So what are we arguing about?
My horses aren't doing as well as they used to. I don't know why that is. If I keep on rolling up losses like this, I may have to call it quits.
How long have you been in the game?
35 years.
I've been in it going on 20 years now.
I remember when the toll machines were set by hand. Boy, those were the days. Things were really wide open then.
Like that?
Like, we used to sneak into the other stables and feed the horses turnips. Boy, did that make them run, if you know what I mean. And then sometimes we'd switch a 3-year-old winner with a 10-year-old maiden who couldn't win in a one-horse race. You know, stupid stuff like that.
Yeah, then the papers got wind of it, and that was that.
It wasn't that bad. The guys upstairs knew all about it. In fact, some of them even joined in. It was all innocent fun.
And also as crooked as loaded dice. No one skilled the sport.
Nothing a lot of pale of horse racing. It's the sport of kings, and everyone wants to be a king. Or at least feel like one.
Well, right now, I'm not exactly feeling like a king. I'm feeling more like a serf, or even worse, a loser. And I can tell you when this started.
When?
When this Lisa Ann Shekofsky showed up, that's when.
She does have a lot of wins.
That's my point. How come she's winning so many races?
I never really thought about that.
Well, think about it. Look, she shows up, enters all kinds of scrungy horses like this horse Supercharger, and wins more than what I would consider a fair share of the races.
I think you're onto something. Our horses are just as good as hers, in fact, even better. I remember 2 weeks ago in the mutual stakes race, her horse, a 20-to-1 shot that had never won anything, beat my horse, Stallion, a 5-time stake winner by 7 lengths. Boy, was I shocked. Not to mention how the crowd felt. I mean, they were screaming at me.
And remember a month ago when she had 3 winners in one day and 4 winners the next? What are the odds of that happening?
What do you want her to do? Not win?
I didn't say that.
So what are you really trying to say?
Well, I don't know. I'm just totally disgusted. Ever since she showed up, everything's been going downhill for me. 6 months ago, my horses were the leading money makers in this country. And now I can barely score a win. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Other trainers are complaining too, about her. Who does she think she is anyways? One day she shows up at the track, starts entering horses, and the next thing, she's the leading money maker. There's something fishy going on.
Could also be that she's just training better horses.
No way. My portfolio includes at least 11 former stakes winners and 30 other horses that have earned at least $750,000. Her horses don't even come close to that.
So what do you propose we do?
I really don't know. Maybe we need to meet with some of the other guys and hear what they have to say.
I already spoke with the guys. They're not happy about her either.
Hi, guys. Good seeing you all.
Same here, Lisa.
Congratulations on your wins today. How many does that make this year?
49.
49 wins. Phenomenal.
Thank you. Coming from you, that's really appreciated.
You know, Lisa, you're really quite a person.
Excuse me?
I was trying to pay you a compliment.
A compliment, what for?
It's just that you're now the leading trainer of the track.
So what of it?
So, congratulations.
Okay, thank you. Look, fellas, I'm just doing my job.
Oh, we know that. It's just the more you win, the more we lose.
What do you want me to say? That's horse racing.
You do have an awful lot of winners.
Look, guys, I feel like you're trying to pressure me.
Oh, no, not at all. We just want you to feel comfortable, make you part of the crowd. After all, we're all friends here.
If you say so, friend.
How about all of us going to Angelo's for some drinks?
I can fit that into my schedule.
Come in.
How about you, Lisa Ann? Care to join us?
Sorry, fellas. I have other plans.
Okay then. If you change your mind, you know where to find us.
Malloy, Libretti, and Levitsky exit.
Some friends.
End of scene 7.
Scene 8. Time 1 week later. Place, a stable at Long Shot Racetrack. Lisa Ann is with 2 men, Pepe and Jose. They are grooms. Both are in a stall brushing down a horse. Hiding off stage is Libretti, who is eavesdropping.
Hello, Jose. You wanted to see me.
Ah, senorita, how good of you to come by.
It's nice seeing you too. What's up?
Busy. Lots of horses to care for.
I know. You guys do a great job.
Thank you, senorita. That is nice of you to say. Pepe, stop what you're doing and say hello to the senorita.
Pepe stops working.
So much work to do. It's nice seeing you again. How are things with you?
Things are going well. Winning lots of races.
Yes, we know. Good for you.
Thank you. Oh, I don't want to keep you guys from your work, so what did you guys want to talk about?
We just wanted to let you know how much we enjoyed working for you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I had a hard time replacing you guys.
We had to leave. You know how it is. The other trainers were paying more money.
Yes, I know. If I could have, I would have matched their offers. Is that all?
There is something else.
What is it?
Pepe and I would like to take you out to dinner. You were so good to us, so we thought we should return the favor.
That's not necessary.
You know the horse we're working on now?
Yes, Roman Emperor.
See, Roman Emperor.
Well, let me tell you something. That horse has a bad left leg. We thought you would like to know that.
Oh, that's too bad. Maybe he should be seen by the vet.
I agree. He's supposed to be racing tomorrow in the Futurity.
Yes, I know. My horse is entered in the same race.
Oh, and one other thing. Could you spare us a few dollars, enough to get us home? We were drinking some cerveza and ran out of money.
I told you guys all the time that you have to be careful with that booze.
Yes, you were right, but
I guess you didn't listen. So how much do you want?
$10.
Lisa Ann removes a $10 bill from her wallet and hands it to Jose.
Thank you. You are so kind.
Is there anything else you want to talk about?
no, that's it.
In that case, hasta mañana and good luck with Roman Emperor. I gotta get back to my horse, Gladiator.
Lisa Ann exits. Libretti joins Jose and Pepe.
You guys are great.
What you asked us to do isn't right.
Well, what she's doing isn't right either, going around collecting information on other horses.
She never asked us for information.
So what? It's enough that she showed up and paid you money.
That was a gift.
No, it was a bribe. I witnessed it myself.
Okay, senor, whatever you say, now do you have our money?
I do. And remember, not a word of this to anyone, or you two guys will be out of the job. You comprende?
See, we comprende.
Libretti hands Jose money.
That's for you and Pepe. Now get back to work. We have a race to win tomorrow.
Libretti picks up a telephone.
Hello, Malloy. Boy, do I have news for you.
End of scene 8.
Scene 9, time, late afternoon, following day. Place, the winner's circle at Long Shot Racetrack. On stage is Lisa Ann, a jockey named Tony O'Rourke, and owner Herbert Radburn, and Jay Farnsworth Jones, chairman of the State Gaming Commission. They're surrounded by reporters. 3 of the reporters are Dean Covington, Vern Davenport, and Calvin.
I want to congratulate all of you on Gladiator's victory in today's Futurity Stakes. It was a thrilling race and one that will long be remembered.
Thank you. It feels great to be here in the winner's circle. However, credit must go to Tony and Lisa and their outstanding work, which made this victory possible today.
Dean Covington, Thoroughbred Times. Tony, how do you manage to keep Gladiator close to the rail?
Actually, it wasn't hard at all. He knew where he wanted to run, so I let him have his way. And he took care of all the rest.
Vern Davenport, Racetrack News. Lisa Ann, did you give Tony any special instructions prior to the race?
My plan was to have Gladiator lay back through the first half mile, and then at the back stretch, begin to make his move on the inside. I learned early on that he likes hugging the rail, so I went with that, and it worked.
Any future plans for Gladiator?
Right now, we're just gonna let him rest, and then from there decide.
Well, what do you think about the status of horse racing in the United States today?
I think it's never been better. The horses are better trained, better conditioned, and they all want to win. That makes for exciting races like the one you saw a few minutes ago.
As an owner, I couldn't be prouder of Lisa and Tony. I never thought I'd live to see the day when one of my horses actually won a major stakes race, but here I am today. It just shows that in this great country of ours, anything is possible.
Sarah,
Yes?
Calvin Benchlow, sports reporter for the Stallings Missouri Gazette. How good was the competition for this race?
I don't understand your question.
There are rumors that the outcome of this race was a foregone conclusion.
That's news to me.
Sir, that's a serious allegation. Let me assure you and the public that our races are clean and that there is zero tolerance for cheating or for any other improper acts that may produce an unfair advantage.
Hearing that is reassuring, but still there are certain rumors.
What rumors?
Rumors that maybe you knew that one of the other horses, which happened to be the heavy favorite, actually was not fit to race.
Is that true?
You mean the race was fixed?
Was anyone paid off?
Well, was the commission in on this?
Lisa, are you a part of a scam?
No, I am not. The race was run fair and square.
These are serious charges. They will require further investigation.
Meanwhile, does the victory stand?
Is the public being cheated?
Should the police be called?
Has the DA been notified?
It is my ruling that for the time being, the results of this year's futurity stakes will stand, pending further investigation by my office.
But how do we know you're not involved too?
That question does not warrant a reply.
What are you trying to hide?
What about transparency? Doesn't the public have a right to know whether these races are legitimate?
Right now, I have nothing further to say on this matter. Ms. Shekofsky, I want to meet with you in my office. Now.
Minute scene 9.
Scene 10. Time 15 minutes later. Place the office of the chairman of the State Gaming Commission. Lisa Ann Jones are standing at the opposite sides of the desk.
What in tarnation was that reporter talking about?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to get to the bottom of this if it's the last thing I do. Lisa, you are the leading trainer at this track. If you're screwing things up, then we might as well go out of business right now.
Sir, I am not screwing things up, and you know I wouldn't do anything to jeopardize this track or make you look bad.
I was planning to make you the face of the horse racing industry, try to broaden our appeal, make it more attractive to women. And now this, I could almost cry.
I don't know what to
Well,
say.
say it isn't true. Say you didn't do anything wrong.
I said that already.
I want to believe you that, and now I can't.
Sir, you have my word that this race, to the best of my knowledge, was not fixed.
Sound of knocking on the door.
Please see who that is.
Lisa Ann opens the door. Calvin enters.
This is a private meeting, so please leave.
I have important information.
Don't listen to him. Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
Years ago, you told me to become a writer. So now I'm a writer.
You know him?
Yes, I know him.
What in blazes is going on here?
We grew up in the same town.
And then she gave me the brush off and wouldn't talk to me again.
So because of that, you're trying now to bring down an entire sport? Somehow I fail to see the logic in that.
Look, I'm a reporter. I got a tip that somehow the race wasn't legitimate. So I checked it out.
What you've done is spread a rumor. Once a rumor starts, it takes on a life of its own.
I don't know what I saw in you that made me actually care about you, but what I see now is something that I definitely do not like.
Why? Because I'm trying to uncover the truth? Because I'm trying to do my job? Because I actually listen to you? This is the thanks I get.
Stop being so smart. It's unbecoming even for the likes of you, and you're no writer. You're a reporter, a smut peddler.
Wow, are we being proud? Remember that pride is one of the 7 deadly sins.
Don't preach the Bible to me, okay? You've come here to try to ruin me.
I came here because I care.
Look, you two can settle this squabble later. Right now, I want to know who you talked to about this race.
I cannot reveal my sources. However, suffice to say that it came from inside the track.
I knew it. Leaks. No one can be trusted. It's outrageous. No one has filed any formal complaints. Instead, I'm being bombarded with innuendo. What exactly were you told?
Yes, tell us.
According to my sources, Lisa Ann went over to Roman Emperor stable where she spoke with 2 persons who will go unnamed. These 2 persons gave her information about Roman Emperor in exchange for money. That's it.
Is that true, Lisa?
Yes, I went there,
You
but
should have never gone there.
Sir, please let me finish. 2 grooms called me and asked me to come to the stable. They said they needed money to get home. While I was there, they told me that Roman Emperor had a bad foot. I gave them the money and I left. That's all.
Is there anybody working at this track or associated with this track who for some reason has some kind of grudge against you?
I don't know, maybe. Some of the other trainers don't seem too fond of me.
That doesn't surprise me. In a matter of weeks, you've become the leading trainer of this track.
Too bad you didn't report that instead.
That wasn't news, at least not to me.
So, you're no different than all those other reporters. You're just another rumor monger who wants to whip up trouble to sell stories. And to think that I once actually cared about you. I won't make that mistake again.
Okay, listen, both of you. Stop this childlike banter now. As for you, this entire conversation is off the record. Do you understand that? If even one word of this is reported or printed, I promise I will hunt you down to the ends of the earth. Is that clear?
It's all off the record.
Good. Now please leave my office. I have work to do.
End of scene 10. There will be a brief intermission.